The Flyhal FC610 has been on my mind for quite a while. It seems like a pretty unbeatable deal with the oversized tires, the oil-filled shocks, and a center differential.
It's so heavy.
So we're gonna open it right now, do a quick bench review, and then we'll take it out in the field and really show you what it's got.
Yo, the tire!
First off, what's in the box is we have what looks like is probably a battery. Yep, 1600 milliamps. Second battery comes in the car. USB charger, body clips, and some extra wheel nuts and sticky pads. Sticky pads, I wonder what those are for. 2 sets of stickers and your owner's manual. There are no exploded diagrams or parts list in here. However, I will tell you where you can get parts for this. Here's the controller it comes with. These have been decent controllers. I have no issue with them. Of course, as usual, there are no batteries in it, but it only takes 2 AA's. Honestly, on the box and from pictures, I wasn't that impressed with the body style, but in person, it is a little bit nicer. I like that green too. The tires feel really good. There's some foam in there for sure. Oversized for the size truck that it is, which is awesome. I really like oversized tires on small trucks. It's got clear windows so you can look in there and see all the mechanicals. It's got roof lights. It's got headlights. Who needs tail lights though? It's got everything you need. They have the suspension to sit somewhat low here, but we are gonna run it completely stock before we change anything. Got a full plastic chassis. Looks like very high quality plastics. And the chassis has body skirt holders too to help keep this thing rigid.
Let's take a look inside.
Oh, we got wires for those roof lights. Gently unplug that. Sticker says don't touch if it's hot, because it'll burn your face.
Right now it's just cold.
We've got a nice size servo, a threaded steering arm. Looks like you should probably be able to adjust that if needed. Oil-filled shocks with the metal caps. Definitely some beefy drive axles, I'd say. Looks like a real solid suspension setup too, with lots of thick plastic in the knuckles. It also looks like there's some wheel spacers in there. It actually has a rear bumper on it too to help protect from bad landings like this.
Like bad landing like this.
Just like that.
And bad landing from like this.
It's got a solid steering system as well with metal ball studs for your pivot points. A basic ESC with your Dean's plug connector. A 550 sized brushed motor. So yes, it is brushed, but that's a good size motor for this sized car. It has metal differential gears, and these are actually made out of a pretty high quality metal. The center differential is right here. And then there's an ultra beefy drive shaft going from that center diff all the way to the front differential. There is a pretty good amount of force trying to spin these front wheels, so there may actually be some somewhat thick fluid in that center diff too. Cars with center differentials tend to have much better handling on the ground because it's not full power in the front and the back all the time. If it starts to do a wheelie, it'll put less power to those rear wheels so that it'll set back down, and it just kind of automatically evens out in a sense. And you can tune it yourself to your liking with different thicknesses of fluids in the differentials. Definitely seems like a very solid car. We will probably end up putting a faster motor in it, but I'm curious to see how well it works, especially with these bigger tires. We will check the speed of it, but now it's time to put the batteries in the controller, throw the stickers on the body, massive off-road 4x4, spin this around the right way. First put the battery in, slap the battery in there. Speed test. .2 miles per hour. Oh. Overshot. Ooh. have backflip capabilities? Nope. I bet it'll front flip though. Oh, losing a wheel. I lost a wheel pin. Grab a new one out of here. Wheel nut loosened up, caused the wheel pin to fall out. And I did tighten these up before taking it outside, so these do loosen up pretty easily. Man, for the price of this truck, this thing performs really well. It's not the fastest thing at almost 18 miles an hour, but it's fast enough to have fun with, and it controls really well because of that center differential. Now, on top of how great it is in its stock form, it is even better with upgrades on it. The reason I know this is because this thing is sitting on the exact same chassis as the HBX 2995. This is one of my favorite RC cars that is a smaller scale. Again, it's a 12th scale, even though this one they claim it's a 10th. It really is a 12th scale. This one is upgraded with larger tires, better oil-filled shocks, and a monstrously powerful yet small hobby wing motor setup. We turned this one brushless a while ago. We do have videos on this. I'm gonna end up doing something similar to this truck because these things are very durable. They can handle a powerful motor like this. So I'll probably set this one up a little bit differently, but make it just as awesome. And by the way, if you're new to this channel and you've watched this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That really helps us out a lot. And if you hit that notification bell, it brings you more content that we create. What this truck has been able to handle durability wise is absolutely amazing. It's super fast. It does acrobatic tricks in the air. Super awesome truck. Can't wait to see if I can make this one just as good. So durability wise, from this first run with it, the only thing I've noticed so far is one of these headlights is pulled out of the bumper. You can usually push them right back in. However, this one does have some wiring damage right there. I don't really use the lights anyway, so I'll probably just take them off. After the initial run of this truck that you just watched, we ended up running it again, and this shock cap came off during a bad crash. I don't know if it unscrewed or if it popped off. It's screwed right back on. That's okay. I'm going to be putting different shocks on it anyway. But you can see that the fluid leaked out of it when that happened. Again, I don't know why. It seems fine. So it may have just been really loose and I didn't notice it. So anyway, as far as how to get parts for this truck, being that they don't list them in the owner's manual, it is the exact same chassis as this one. The suspension, the axles, everything that you can see, as best I can tell, I haven't seen that in writing anywhere, is identical. So you can order parts for this truck. They are available on the manufacturer's website. I will list that website in the description of this video. Parts are cheap for these, yet I think that they use quality plastics and other materials when they make these. And just to show you, it shows brand Flyhal, but manufacturer is High Boxing, which is the brand that makes this truck I just showed you. This is the bottom of the chassis of the FC610. And of course, I'll have a link to this truck in the description as well. If you're interested in something faster than this, of course, I really recommend upgrading the motor, which you can see exactly how to, and the products that I use on the videos that I've made on this car. I'll link those in the description. And I have videos on a lot of other cars that are faster right out of the box, yet they are nowhere near as affordable as this one is. This one, you could start with it in stock form and then upgrade it once you decide you want to go faster. Here's some of those videos right now.